This land has been covered in vines for centuries, and today Spain is one of the world's leading wine producers. So I'm here to take you on a journey to find out more about the traditions and history of Spanish winemaking. In this episode of Here We Grow, I will be traveling to Spain's main wine-producing areas, La Rioja, Penedès in Catalonia, and Jerez in Andalusia. This is La Rioja. I've come to one of the oldest wineries in the region. It's nearly harvest time, so I'm checking the ripeness of the grapes with their chief winemaker.
Look at the colour that remains in the skin, because you can see that they already are taking this reddish colour. But the seeds are a little green, a little brown. Here we have three conditions that come together. A special site protected by the Sierra de Cantabria, the Ebro River, which enters La Rioja, and a very poor soil, very chalky, and that gives a great complexity to the grapes. And then the Tempranillo grapes variety, which is typical of Rioja, to make Gran Reserva.
Very sweet. After the grapes are picked, crushed and macerated, the wine produced will rest in oak barrels for years.
Rioja wines are unique for their elegance, their complexity, freshness, and the long aging capacity that these wines have.
I'm now heading to the area of Penedès in Catalonia to find out more about another famous Spanish wine, Cava. Sant Sadurní d'Anoia is the Cava capital, home to more than 80 producers. I'm visiting Freixenet, one of the world's largest producers of sparkling wines, and still a family-owned business.
The company was founded by my great-grandfather, grandfather, and grandmother. In the 19th century, we were producing fortified wines. Then came the plague of phylloxera, which basically killed all the vineyards throughout Europe. In this region, we changed the business. We went from fortified wines to sparkling wines made by the traditional method.
So where does the name Cava come from?
Well, I will show you.
Okay. Cava is often made using a blend of local grapes, Macabeo, Parellada, and Xarel·lo.
It's important that the second fermentation happens in an underground cave, because the big advantage of the caves, of course, is that the temperature is cool throughout the year.
I'm now much further south to talk about a type of wine that is completely different from the other two, but equally as famous. Sherry, one of the oldest wines in the world. I'm in Jerez de la Frontera, within the so-called Sherry Triangle. What's unique about this place is the soil. It's chalky, it's very arid, but deep underground it's able to retain a lot of water, and that's how the vines can grow. Antonio Flores is master blender at González Bias, owner of the iconic Tío Pepe brand.
Jerez es diferente, es único.
Jerez is different, it's unique. Every vine in the world has a terroir, that's the land, the origin. Jerez has two, its vineyard, its soil of Albariza, which offers life, which offers personality, and a second terroir, which is the winery and its own microclimate, due to its geographical orientation, temperature, and humidity.
Sherry is a fortified wine, which means distilled spirit is added to it. There are several types, from dry and pale to sweet and dark. Well, it's been an epic journey with so much learned about Spain's history through the diversity of its wines. Join us soon for another episode of Here We Grow. Hasta luego!